up, get rid of state sovereignty.
Yeah, we're all going to be
Lock her up.
One nation under Trump.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I don't have a road anymore. Immigration showing up, searching. I told somebody the other day I would vote for another fucking flood before I'd vote for Donald Trump. They got mad.
Did they? I could see you on your one wheel saying, "You'll never catch me alive, Trump, till the battery dies." You guys might have
throwing down decoy drop Mexicans. Yeah, like if you drop a gun, but drop a Mexican.
I don't know, man. Dude, I'm watching. I got some Trump supporters in here. Did you vote Trump, Jenny? She's not answering now. I know. Oh, she got her headset off. Somebody text message her and ask her if she voted Trump. Narc did. Narc voted Harris, but he didn't vote enough times because Indiana went red. So I told.
She said she was voting Trump before she left.
The spot.
Oh, now the thing froze. I'm claiming election fraud because I can't switch over the map, even when I highlight it. Let me try something. I'm claiming election fraud right now because my map's not working.
We're getting close to California closing at 11 p.m.
I got a California here. I got a California.
Another 30 minutes.
Yeah. We need. All right, let's see if this will switch it.
Do you think we should? Okay, so here's the argument.
Yeah.
People say that we should have the Electoral College because if you live in a state where you don't have that big a population or a city, it's the only reason your vote counts. But right now, the system we got now, it always comes down to 6 swing states and your vote really doesn't count. Right? So if you don't live in one of those swing states, you know the way that your vote's going to go. You know who's going to fucking win. And then there's probably 2 or 3 that can be like purple, they can be red or blue.
Yeah.
Do you think they should do away with the Electoral College and just do popular vote?
See, teach
I'll
over
help
here.
you with that.
Oh, go ahead.
100%. Get rid of it.
Did you hear him?
Yeah. Well, you got anything? Is that all you got to say?
Go ahead.
Why?
Give him some.
It's actually a holdover from everyone trying to get the 3/5 compromise and all of that stuff. So it has to do with them not wanting everyone to have an equal say in the votes. So the compromise was to put in the Electoral College so that, yes, you would have a popular vote, but you could also have people that are quote unquote in charge selecting the person that actually wins. So yes, I 100% think it should be gotten rid of. It's not good. It's no different than what we have right now. You have a handful, and Sage made this argument earlier when I brought it up, was that, you'd have 1 or 2 states that would wind up deciding the vote. Well, right now we're staring at 6 that decide who the next president is anyway. So it's no different.
States don't all vote the same. Just like, there's the Republicans in California that feel like, they never get to vote. But if you made it popular vote, at least they would feel like their vote went to something, I guess.
Yeah, but you mentioned, do you really want them to decide? Will.
Well, I'm with you on this one because I'm in Tennessee as well. I'm in the middle part of the state in Murfreesboro. So I feel like we get overpowered with stupidity quite a bit.
Right. Yeah, I live in a town that's so red. Like, if you don't, people will not vote. Like, even the Democrats here have to run Republican, even if they have Democratic policies. They have to run Republican because people instantly just see a D beside your name and they won't vote. Like,
yeah,
I think we were like red plus 35 or something. It was insane when they did the analysis. But yeah, it's you can't have any change here at all.
Numbers for the Electoral College, aren't they based on population size for the states?
It's supposed to be.
They use the same thing that they use to pick out how many representatives you got, right?
Yeah. Right. But I thought the numbers correlating with each state, because California's obviously got a large number, Texas, PA, Florida is based on populations in those areas.
It does. It's based on population percentages and all of that. But
Yeah.
again, the big problem with the Electoral College is you know what there. So each individual state has guidelines on who gets those Electoral College votes. There's
All right.
no there's no standard across all of them. It's not every state doesn't get a winner take all kind of scenario, and even then say the electoral college can actually go against what the popular vote is. We've seen it happen many a times. So, it what constitutes all of that and what is in the guidelines for the states, the electoral college of each state to be able to do that. That should all be changed. But, you know, like we said before, for them to actually change it, it you've got a better chance of knocking horse teeth out with a fly.
I got a better chance of shitting in my hand right now than I'm changing it.
Oh, for the love of God!
What?
Yeah, and there's
I like my analogy better.
38. Like there comes times that I don't know when the last time was, but like electors are taken away from states and having to given to another state because of population changes. There's 538, and they take those and they split them by population of state.
Correct.
Even the argument would be like, wouldn't New York and California every year determine who's president, basically?
If New York and California always voted the same, yeah.
Yeah.
But the argument now is I'm a Republican in California, and my vote doesn't fucking matter, right? At least if it went to a total tally, you could say, well, I voted for that guy and he ended up winning or didn't win, but my vote went to him instead of it going nowhere and my state decided that we're blue.
So
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I think we should also get rid of the electoral college is that I feel like if we did move away from it, it would be easier for us to break away from a two-party system and add another party in.
That's interesting.
I like how you vote. I like rank vote. I wish we get the whole country on rank vote where you put them in order, most likely to least likely, and then they divvy the votes out that way. Sage, you said Maine votes that way, don't they?
Yeah, we vote that way. That's how we vote.
You know how many people would F that up?
It's not hard,
I'm sure.
actually. I mean, it's not bad.
You're correct. It's not hard, but at the same time, you got to look at the average intelligence going across the U.S.
Yeah, well, if I had my way, half you people wouldn't vote. All truck drivers wouldn't vote if that was my way.
There's a reason why when companies make work instructions for people, they put it on a 5th and 6th grade writing level.
Yeah.
Why do you think Trump's so popular?
Said that her state has a ranked system on the ballot for referendum. They voted to go to a ranked system.
Did they? Yeah, the ranked choice, basically what you do is you get it's bubbles, right? And the first row is first, and you pick who you want first, and you color that one in, like crayons, and then you pick your crayon and you color in, the next one, the next one, the next one, and that's just it's not hard, to be honest. It's just a row, and then they do that for all of the picks. I don't mind it, to be honest. I mean, it might take longer to vote that way, which you know what I mean, but to tally. But I don't know.
I was looking at someplace in Europe where you vote on the issues that are the biggest issues to you and how you want them how you want to be represented on those issues, and then they assign people to follow through with that. That seems super confusing. Like if abortion's your biggest issue and you want no abortion,
yeah,
then you would vote for that instead of a person, and then they would assign a person that is supposed to take that stance when they go to pass laws or whatever, when they have Congress, I guess.
Where is this?
It was somewhere in Europe. I can't remember. It was all. I watched a YouTube video a few months back on all the different voting systems because we got first past the post, right? So first to 270 or whatever, and it did like every voting system out there.
Yeah, that's that. I think that'd be too much.
It'd be nice to get rid of the two-party system, though. That way you can have all the candidates on stage that are running for president, and you get like a Lord Buckethead, like over in England.
Yeah, yeah. I'd run on Lord Buckethead platform. Put me in.
I think that stupid bitch from the Green Party is a fucking Russian plant. Have you seen all this shit going on with her?
Which one?
The Jill Stein, and they've
No.
never really added to their party like they used to back in the day before she started running every election. They used to try to get local seats and maybe even get like state legislature and try to get somebody in Congress. But now it's almost like she just runs to pull votes away from the Democrats. She's even her and I think it was her and was it fucking General Flynn? Her and somebody were even invited to a special dinner with Vladimir Putin and shit. Like, I'm pretty sure she's just a Russian puppet at this point.
How is that possible?
She runs under the Green Party and steals votes from mostly Democrats, and it's usually only in swing states. It's pretty bad. There's a little documentary on it. I'll send it to you later if I can find it again.
How does she meet with? Did she go? She can't meet with Putin, right? They're not allowed to, right?
Well, this was a while back, I guess, before the
Oh.
sanctions and shit. But she was invited to a state dinner. It was probably back before even Trump ran. But I know she played a crucial role in Trump's victory over Clinton, which I voted for Trump then. But in like Wisconsin, she pulled enough of the vote away to change the outcome of the election.
This is nuts. That's nuts. What's going on with your person, Adam? Aren't you a Stein voter? Either Jill Stein or Britney Spears or something? Or who are you voting for? Who's the girl from Kansas City football team girl?
Yeah, the Russians even in 2018, all the way through this election or through the 2020 election, the Russians were running pro Jill Stein social media advertisement campaigns,
Dude,
to pull votes away.
How did Tim Pool walk away from not getting ripped up in regards to that? How did he walk away untouched by playing victim? Seriously, like, I don't know. You look at what he
Yeah, it was crazy, isn't it?
It's like he literally became a Russian freaking shill, and it's like, no, I had nothing to do with it. I had no idea what they were.
Can you blame him? You take 100, you take 6 figures right now.
I would.
A Russian hat and wear it on my podcast. You kidding me?
He took seven figures, millions of dollars for 500 views. I'll buy 500 views if I
on his on and they put it on that bullshit channel that doesn't get hardly any views, but obviously that was to influence his beliefs on his main channel that gets all the views.
Yeah,
but that was a degree of separation to keep him out of getting in trouble.
Yeah,
still waiting on Sage to send me a check for all this time I've been on today.
Shit, I'm waiting for a check myself. Somebody should send me.
We should start a union so we can get fair wages, all hours worked, all hours paid.
Yeah, all hours worked, all hours paid. Yeah. So did you get unemployment?
I'm supposed to be getting unemployment, but it keeps getting denied. So I don't know. There's a waiver in for me for different things, but it just keeps getting fucking denied. I keep going down there. They keep removing the denial and saying, "Oh, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You'll have it in a few days." And then a few days later, it gets denied again. I have to go back to the armory. So
yeah,
who knows?
Keep pushing it. It's
only a couple $100 in Tennessee, but it's better than zero. You know.
Where are we at?
And on that, I'm struggling with denials on disability right now.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that for years with the fucking VA. Get denied all the time. But where I worked was swept away in the flood. Like it's not like I was fired or I left a job or whatever. There's no road, there's no campground, there's no nothing to work there now. And I'm supposed to be eligible for a disaster. So what I'm supposed to be eligible for is our standard 13 or 15 weeks unemployment, and then another 10 after that runs out for disaster unemployment because we'll be rebuilding or whatever.
Yeah.
And they have a requirement for job searches, but right now I can't do a job search. I don't have internet, don't have electricity, don't have a fucking road, and I'm trying to get my house livable. Like we're still fucking cutting trees and shit. I can't be out fucking doing 14 job searches a week or whatever the requirement is. But that waiver is what's holding everything up, I guess.
How many points is Hawaii? Any? Do they get any votes for? When does the votes come in for mail-in and stuff?
So it depends on what state. So like Florida, as soon as they come in, they can open them and count them. But like states like Pennsylvania, they can't even start counting them until the polls are all. They can't even open the envelopes until the polls are already closed. So that's another issue with every state writing their own election laws. It just depends. Some states count them as soon as they come in, and save them and put them away or whatever, and then other states have to wait until the polls are officially closed, and then they can start.
I'm just trying to see because we have what 20 minutes before everything closes on the West Coast. I think 8. I don't know. I'd have to look.
Yes, that's correct. And the thing on the news just said Friday for mail-ins, but I didn't think that was 100% correct. That they're supposed to have them in by Friday.
Unless it's super, super close, we should get a pretty good idea tonight or first thing in the morning. But if some states are too close to call, like if they have to count every mail-in ballot because it's that fucking close, it could be days before we actually get a definitive win.
Let's just hope Donald Trump doesn't come out like he did last time. Be like, I won. Yeah.
He's gonna. I guarantee he's gonna come out and declare it 100%.
And you know, Roger Stone was telling people that was the plan like weeks before it even happened. Like weeks before election night, he was saying that Trump was that they knew it was going to be slow road because COVID and all the mail-in votes, and he was going to declare victory that night before anybody could tell him that he lost. That was like pre-planned.
Dude, I mean, and that's what him and Bannon were having a discussion, saying that this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just shocked that you can show people things and be like, look, he literally tried to steal the election. No. Yes, he did. This is what he did. Let me tell you the plan. Let me show you the plan. Let's walk through this step by step.
And then to go as far, like they claim to be like the people that stand by the Constitution, and then to go as far as like the Constitution can be suspended, especially when I think there's a stolen election. Like, no, the fuck it can't, bro. Like, chill out,
dude. I can't dude. I'm in some of these spaces that they're trying to understand continuity of government, and the whole purpose of the term continuity of government means the Constitution stays in place. We don't get rid of it. Like you can't. That's what you're trying to rebuild. That's what you're trying to reestablish to maintain the Constitution. Like I've had people argue now that's like, you took an oath to the country to defend. I'm like, no, I didn't. My oath was to the Constitution, not to the country.
Right.
I don't know what you oath. I don't know. You might have took a different one. Maybe that's the digital one, but the real one for the military is to the Constitution.
New age veterans.
That was the Call of Duty one. That was the Call of Duty.
Maybe that's the Call of Duty one. Yeah, but it's like, so we ain't getting rid of that Constitution. I don't know what to tell you. We can't just cancel it out for a couple days. It's just not how it works. I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie here.
I'm gonna mute for just a second. I'll be right back.
All right. I ain't gonna lie here. I'm seeing numbers. I wish Arizona would change.
NBC saying Wisconsin, Michigan too close to call, and there was 2 others that are too close to call. They're not going to call them tonight. So there's 4.
So I think the dark ones are the ones that are too close to call.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is, because they're going purplish.
Yeah, so Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. There was one other one that's going to be too close to call.
Georgia.
What they just said.
North Carolina.
Georgia, probably.
What's the margin of North Carolina?
50. Let me refresh. Oh, I can probably do it this way. Hang on. Let me do it this way. 50.7, 48.2. And then Pennsylvania is 50, 48. Michigan is 49, 48. Wisconsin is 49, 48. I don't know how Minnesota is like. Or is it? Oh, it's only 5% Minnesota. Georgia is 51, 48. Arizona is 49, 49. 49.6, 49.6. I mean, that's like dead heat. So that's what we're looking at. These are too close to call. Texas, oh, that's red. I would.
When we go back to talking about the electoral college, like we were saying earlier, like trying to get rid of it and stuff like that, but like you're starting to see like a shift, right? Like it used to always be Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Florida were like the big swing states. That's what I remember anyway as a kid, through like Clinton and Bush and Obama and shit like that. Now it's starting to shift where it's like the Wisconsin, Michigans, and Ohio's are kind of up for grab every year. But it's now like Georgia's now becoming that swing state. North Carolina's shifting. Arizona's shifting. You know what I mean? Like it's starting to change who's kind of going to be the deciding factor. like I said earlier, like in a few years, few election cycles, Texas may flip. You know,
Yeah.
'cause I know like folks in Montana are worried that their state's eventually going to turn blue because they're getting a lot of people from California and like the West Coast are moving to like Missoula and shit like that. A lot of tech people and stuff.
Where is what are you guys saying?
Trump is also an extraordinarily chaotic figure. I was here last time, folks. Like what people should prepare themselves for. And again, let's not be 100%, but New York Times Needle is currently at 88% chance of victory for Donald Trump. So wow. So I'm just gonna. I'll talk in a world where that's the theory. Under that, like the battle in this transition for who's going to be in power and who is not is going to be, just be prepared. I was there last time. It's a shit show. It's going to be just like Reince Priebus, Chris Christie at
So
war.
she's going to
currently.
Hang on.
You don't think they're more?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Will.
Listen. Sorry, I thought I was muted.
Oh.
We're talking about her grabbing. So, like, this always happens, right? The Republican typically is out ahead first, but she's basically going to grab everything on the West Coast. And then we're still waiting. It looks really good for her in Pennsylvania and Michigan. She needs Wisconsin then. So, she's ahead in Pennsylvania and Michigan of what Destiny just pulled up in his stream from wherever they're pulling it from. Then she needs Wisconsin. Wisconsin is like a dead heat within 1 percentage point of each other. So even though she's way behind electoral votes right now, that's because a lot of the red states close early, finish early, count early, all that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be shocked. At one point, Oregon fucking starting to show red. I don't know why that happened. I'm like,
probably
what?
because of the west side or the east side of the state.
Yeah,
I think it's in a different time zone.
Depending.
Yeah.
Arizona's close.
You said Arizona was tied, right?
Now, but once the West Coast closes, they'll probably be within like 20 of each other, still waiting on the swing states.
Yeah. Can
you believe that the Trumples believe that Trump not only won in 2020 all 50 states, but they think he'll win all 50 states this time?
No, I can't believe they think that he won all 50 states. How?
That's insane.
How is that? How would that even be?
Has any president in history won all 50 states?
No, Ronald Reagan made it with all but one, I think. Ronald Reagan was the closest. No president's won all 50 states. I think your closest is going to be George Washington, and there wasn't even 50 states.
I had to go get Mexican food.
They were.
I'm waiting on my Chinese food to get here. It's almost here. I can get out of this prison.
Oh God, this isn't.
Thought you left to get Mo this morning, JB.
What was that?
What, people that are gonna like if Trump wins, people are gonna be like, "Sage, are you leaving?" I'm like, no.
Did you say you were gonna leave?
No, I never said I was gonna leave. I'm never leaving.
They should never say that.
Exactly. Well, they will. They will, because Curtis has already said it. Curtis is already asking me if he can help me, if he can escort me out of the country, and I'm like, no, I'm fine.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So I've got. I just don't. I don't know, man. Let me hang on. Let me see something.
Like this.
I'm gonna. These are not my people. This is a crazy space. Let me see something.
This sense, like this, actually feels like one of the most dramatic moments of my life. Other than that,
and look, there is still what
until January, until inauguration. We still have months of this leadership to get through. They're going to set traps and they're going to contest the shit out of this. We've got to be smart and keep your level head. Be cool about it, man. They're going to do everything they can. If you don't think they're going to contest this in every way possible, I mean, I wouldn't doubt they would go as far as to get us into World War III and declare martial law to prevent this. They would do anything.
Told you. Those are crazies. Those are crazies.
Oh, for sure.
I'm telling you, it's going to be World War III and martial law and an alien invasion, earthquakes, volcanoes erupt. That's all going to be the Democrats to stop Trump. What? What happened here?
Energy weapons. She's gonna pull a Benjamin Netanyahu.
You're going to have to put on your blue roofs to protect you from the energy weapons and the laser beams in the eyes, and they're going to shoot, and Elon's going to put chips in our brains. Wait a minute, what? Dude, can you explain to me the Joe Rogan leg humping when he said he would never back Trump, that Trump was basically a dictator, and then all of a sudden he said, yeah, I guess I'll back
Elon Musk, and he had JD Vance and Trump both on, and then Elon Musk, and he endorsed him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Joe Rogan, when he went fucking crazy conspiracy during COVID, like everybody else, I lost all interest in watching him.
Yeah, So I talked to Ryan McBeth, right? Ryan McBeth was losing his mind when he fucking Joe Rogan had people on that were supposedly, military, and Ryan, right? He's like, that's this guy. What the heck? He was not happy. I think he did a video on it too with Joe Rogan. So it was like, Jesus, even he's out of control.
What do you consider was conspiracy with Rogan and the COVID stuff?
Go ahead, Will.
Yeah.
That COVID is real. COVID is more than a flu. COVID, the fucking vaccines obviously fucking work. That's what vaccines do. It's herd mentality. Everything he said about COVID.
He basically said COVID wasn't the vaccine type stuff. They were bad. All this. He's an is he an anti-vaxxer technically?
No, he's not an anti-vaxxer.
But he's leaning a lot harder that way now.
Because I know he had RFK on.
Well, he's not necessarily leaning that way. He's more leaning on like being healthy, right? Go out, get sunlight, exercise, eat right, balance, all that stuff. He's more pro that than he is like, you don't really need the vaccine if you can, protect your immune system, take your vitamins, shit like that.
It's not how vaccines work for the rest of the population, including the
immunocompromised.
We can't just get some sun and everybody that's immunocompromised fucking dies. That's not how it works.
Correct, but he never said just everybody do that, though. That's what I'm getting at. Like, there are people that are immune compromised that take the vaccine. I don't think he ever said not to do that.
The people who got the vaccine are the ones that are getting more sick, and the people who didn't are living healthy. You never hear anybody complain that didn't get the vaccine. That's because they're fucking dead if they're not healthy. Like, he literally said that the opposite of what a vaccine does.
I can pull it up.
I pull it up. Let's see.
I'll probably pull it up. Let me see. I might have to pull it up on top.
I don't remember him saying that to that extent.
Joe Rogan vaccine. Oh, Jesus, for the love of God. I have to turn off this thing, but I'll lose it. Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, Psychop, Joe Rogan.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm Googling too.
All right. Beyond the Noise vaccine information with RFK. Is this one him? No. All right, let me just search YouTube. Don't worry.
Complete 30, 40 years developing countries.
All right, Joe Rogan, his vaccine comments. I'm trying to think the one they did. News about Joe and Trump. Now it's Trump. Everything Trump pops up with Joe Rogan now.
Yeah, I'm getting JD Vance. I'm getting the most recent stuff. Hold on.
Yeah, let me see. Is this
experience? Well, the White House commented on what I said about vaccines.
It's so funny. Fauci hit you up.
Well, he didn't hit me up necessarily. He disagreed with me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got vaxxed up, baby.
Did you?
I got one shot in the arm.
But didn't you already get COVID?
Yeah, I had Rona. I had it in October.
So why did you get a vaccination?
Talking to?
I don't know. Joe Rogan clarifies vaccine comments. He's talking to Andrew Santino.
Andrew Schultz.
No, Santino.
Andrew Santino. Glad you know.
I'm a sheeple, dude. I'm part of the sheep, dude. I wanted it because my antibodies, I think, were gone. The last time we got tested for antibodies was 3 months after, and they said they were there, but they weren't super strong.
So you're scared?
Yeah.
What you got? The Johnson & Johnson?
No, dude. I'm a Derna mama.
You only got one though.
Yeah.
Why didn't you get two?
Because my second one is in like 2 weeks or a week. They have to spread you out a month.
Yeah, 21 days. Right?
I got it. Nothing. No. I don't know, man. The whole thing, like her Corona for me, was weird already. So I was like, I don't know. I'll just do that thing to not have it again. I bought into the system. I'm a sheep.
Well, it's not being a sheep. I mean, there's some legitimate science behind this. It's not. This is like the thing about this whole thing. This people being upset at me. I didn't say. I'm not an anti-vax person.
Right.
In fact, I said I believe they're safe, and I encourage many people to take them. My parents were vaccinated. I just said I don't think that if you're a young, healthy person that you need it. Their argument was you need it for other people,
so you don't transmit the virus.
That makes more sense.
So
but that's a different argument.
Yeah. I think
you do need it for other people.
I'll take.
Suck it, you Dems.
Hang on, I think
Okay, Joe. Thanks, man.
You're not.
Okay.
If you were a hot chick,
then you say
I'd be like, you're on the ropes.
I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan. I don't remember him saying none of that shit.
If you have young,
for the love of God. Hang on a second.
Also, in the
You ain't
terms
gotta
of,
play
like,
no
the
more
leg hunting,
checkmate, bitches.
in the terms of leg hunting, like the offer was extended to the other party as well to participate in the podcasts as well.
Right, and they should have jumped on it because Joe Rogan wanted Kamala.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's hear who she really is.
After Joe Rogan talked to RFK, I know that there was a change there.
Dumplings.
Are you playing it?
Episode. I'm reading the RFK transcript. Hold on.
Okay. I'm trying to find the one that he did. Joe Rogan says tons of people. Is this it here?
This is really painful to watch.
I swear
or
we
to see.
Just covered
On a
it.
recent episode, Joe Rogan, on whose show I've appeared twice, just casually said, it's crazy how many young people got vaccinated and then died suddenly. This is one of the most, what's the word? Is it destructive? Is it pernicious? Is it just dishonest? Is it inaccurate? Is it depressing? What? Mistake.
Hilarious is how many people were promoters of the vaccine and died suddenly. It's crazy how many young people just died in their sleep after they took it. And everybody's like, nothing to see here.
Sudden adult death syndrome.
Yeah, just died suddenly. You ever go to the died suddenly Instagram page? Like, holy shit. There's so many. And so many people like talking about people who are, anti-Darwin, anti-vaxxers, and then you're dead. Sorry, you bought into the wrong bullshit. But that's, if you really want to get cruel, that's Darwinism. Do you not know they lie by now? Are you not aware of the opioid crisis? You're not aware of Vioxx? You're not aware of the various, like, to 25% of all FDA-approved drugs that get pulled? It's 1 out of 4. And you're like, you're an anti-vaxxer, what are you, a conspiracy theorist? You fool, Darwin's going to do its work with you. You're modifying your genes, you idiot. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're just going to trust fire?
I'm sorry. Do you want to correct yourself? You guys? Anybody
He
want
said
to
anti-vaxxer, though, didn't he?
That kind of sounds anti-vax.
Well, they do.
No, he said if you were an anti-vaxxer.
Well, hang on.
Oh boy. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Where do you even start with this? Where do you even start with the amount of damage that is being done here? Every single one of these claims.
He's basically saying that he just said that the vax and 25% of this stuff all gets kicked back by the FDA. He literally, what?
I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive. Like a month ago, and the clip could have been older. I guess we covered a clip of him saying that the people who someone else mentioned something about the vaccine, and then he said something to the point of, well, you never hear, oh, what about all the people who died who took the vaccine? You never hear people complain. that didn't take the vaccine,
did
and
you hear-
that's the clip I'm looking for, but I can't find it.
Did you just
I
hear
just
my?
came back.
Did you just hear my show, Will, or no?
Yeah, I was just listening to
Okay.
it from.
That
It
was-
sounded like Pac-Man was reviewing his gene.
Yeah, that
You're
was
modifying your genes.
Yeah, that was Pac-Man, and he's making all the faces in regards to the vaccines. Hang on.
Podcast, and that's part. It's and then died. This is one of the most. What's the word? Is it destructive?
Hang on.
Is it pernicious?
Okay.
Is it
Hilarious is how many people were promoters of the vaccine and then died suddenly. It's crazy how many young people just died in their sleep after they took it. And everybody's like, nothing to see here.
Sudden adult death syndrome.
Yeah, just died suddenly. You ever go to the died suddenly Instagram page? Like, holy shit. There's so many. And so many people like talking about people who are, anti-Darwin, anti-vaxxers, and then you're dead. Sorry, you bought into the wrong bullshit. But
He's being sarcastic.
Yeah,
You know,
being sarcastic.
that's Darwinism. Do you not know they lie by now? Are you not aware of the opioid crisis? You're not aware of Vioxx? You're not aware of the various, like the 25% of all FDA approved drugs that get pulled? It's 1 out of 4. And you're like, you're an anti-vaxxer, what are you, a conspiracy theorist? You fool, Darwin's going to do its work with you. You're modifying your genes, you idiot. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're just going to trust Pfizer? Well, they do support Anderson Cooper, brought to you by Pfizer.
What was he talking? What was that from? What was that?
You want the link?
Episode?
I'll give you a link.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where'd you go? Oh, you're over here. Hang on. I don't even know where the hell I put the link for this stuff. This one here.
Play that Mr. Global link that I sent you. It's the x.com/Matthew can write. It's like 2 messages.
I think I
have.
played this because I do. Here's what happened. And I think I might have fucked
Hold on,
up. Hang on. So here's what happened, Will. So I thought he wasn't on X, and I thought there was a bot pulling his videos from like YouTube or something and sticking it onto X. Okay.
No.
I got a message from him over X that like it was like a bot message, right? It was like, "Hey, how are you?" I'm like, "Wow, that's kind of weird. I didn't expect, right? Thank you for sharing my videos." And I really didn't share his stuff on X at all. I was sharing it on YouTube. So I'm like, "Oh fuck, this is a bot." So I said, "Hey, can you tell me what a 400 barrel is in the oil field?" Well, he should know. He would tell me that it's a 12 by a certain specific size tank, an oil tank. Like a 400 barrel is a 12 by 20, right? So he should be able. Well, he didn't respond. He gave me like a chat GTP AI version saying a barrel connects to the front of a gun or something, right? And I'm like, yeah, you're not Mr. fucking Global. You would know what a fucking 400 barrel is in the oil field. Like if I were
and
to
it could be true. There could be somebody that's faking it and putting all his videos up. That makes.
So now I reached out and I jumped into a TikTok space with him. I said, "Hey, I messaged you a couple times. I'd like to have you on the show. I'm in supply chain. I do oil, move oil field tanks and stuff like that. And I'd love to have you on for an interview and stuff." He's like, "Yeah, just reach out to me." Now, when I reach out to him though on TikTok, it won't let me message him. Like he's blocked me. Is that how you?
Well, no, sometimes you can't message just because you follow him, but he doesn't follow you. Like some people got the messages set up, you have to follow each other back. And then some people have it to where anybody can message him. But I would say he's so popular, he probably has to follow you back before you can message him.
All right, well then I'll try that because I thought I might have fucked up and it was him. And I just told him that it wasn't him, but
before. And it's going to be interesting. Piss you off though. So this is U.S. gas prices between April of 2020 and May 1st of 2022. This is U.S. inflation between April of 2020 and May 1st of 2022. This is global inflation between April of 2020 and May 1st of 2022. And this is the price of bacon between April of 2020 and May 1st of 2022, and that represents a $2 increase per pound. Now you can look up the price of about anything between April of 2020 and May 1st of 2022 and come up with those results that I just showed you. Now, do you know what started in April of 2020 and ended May 1st of 2022? Do you know what caused this, and most importantly, the bacon? That is correct. The OPEC 2020 deal, which Donald Trump brokered and agreed to with OPEC to cut oil production globally by 10% between April of 2020 and it expired May 1st, 2022. And that is when gas prices started to drop, global inflation started to drop, US inflation began to drop, and most importantly, the price of bacon started to drop.
Bacon.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Seems like those things are linked together
A
for
little
sure.
bit. And then you had the COVID and throwing all the money into it and finally seeing the results of that.
Right.
Fucking dummies. That's Mr. Global.
He's like he's been in oil and gas his whole life. He owns an oil and gas company.
Josh, he's more qualified than you. He literally wrote things for Chevron. Like, he's been in the oil and gas industry for over 20 years. He has wrote some of the I can pull you up what he's actually done. He's way more qualified in oil and gas than you.
You didn't ask you how smart he was.
And bacon, oil, gas, and bacon.
I'm just saying that. So I'm just telling you, before you jump on there and says, how he does these correlation? Because fucking numbers matter.
He's got a bunch of videos going over all the charts.
Dude, I
and
just
energy
covered
and
Can y'all pull up a video to prove it? Probably have to put y'all on my sniper scope again.
You want me to pull up which one you want to pull up?
I'm fucking with you because I got a victory.
Get it dialed in, JB.
I know, right?
Which one you got? You gotta send it to me. Send it to me. 856 number. Because if not, I gotta fucking take it off my phone and pull it off in the other one.
Look, I just got my dinner, so y'all have fun.
Oh, you're going to eat?
Oh, very.
Oh, yeah. So we got Oregon. They're showing Oregon.
Oregon's still out. Polls are closed.
Possibly.
It's been like several years since Nevada got flipped.
I can't believe. Well, Arizona's still too close. New Mexico's still too close.
God, Arizona's within 3,000 votes with 51% reporting.
Yeah. Oregon.
What's the margin up in Maine? I see it's dark blue.
No, Maine's gonna go. It'll stay. It's 19%, but they're gonna do that split vote thing here.
See, New Hampshire is dark blue as well, but
2 and 1 or something.
Yeah, which I don't understand. I don't even care why we do 2 and 1. This stupid state.
New Mexico looks like it's going Kamala Harris. She's up by over 70,000.
It's 67%.
With 70% reported.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still waiting on the swing states, so it doesn't really matter what happens until PA, Michigan, Wisconsin either go blue or red or something.
I'm telling you, it's gonna. I don't see it. Minnesota is showing. It's only 12%. I don't know how he's up. I don't know how he's up. No, I dude, there's a lot.
Destiny, when I muted earlier, Destiny dropped another $25,000 bet on Kamala Harris for president.
Are you serious?
He's upped it and upped it. I bet you he's in $200,000 right now.
You gotta be kidding me. Who's he betting against? Who's he betting against?
He's already cut anyway, so it doesn't matter.
He's already what?
What is the name of the website?
Who's he betting against?
It's a website that hosts best. I'm trying to look up the website.
I mean, I'm not. Where's he at?
So your odds are changing live. So
heavily in the favor of Democrats.
Too many
we can't even
Poly market.
I
feel bad saying it on stream.
What are the odds right now?
Let me see. It's not so the odds are on Poly market because it's all user to user. The odds are not like set like Vegas odds or whatever. It's basically who's putting more money where to who you're betting against. So on Polymaker right now, it is the presidential election winner 2024 is 94-7 Trump.
They're saying 88%. Let me pull this for. Oh God, we've updated our terms. Yeah, that's fine. Who cares? God, why can't I log into this thing? I'm not signing into this thing. What is this? New York Times? I don't think so, Tim. New York Times has got him up at 88%.
80, yeah, that's what Breaking Point said, right?
Yeah. Which is
with the party that they see.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Looking at my congressional district, very close with Eugene Vindman versus Derek Anderson.
Also, Matt, by the way,
The only real race I cared about was the Mike Robinson one.
Which one? Oh,
yeah, Nude Africa guy.
Why is Nevada? Yeah, that he's fantastic. Why is Nevada not showing? Do they just not close? Because we gotta get.
They probably have some weird thing where they all have to close and verify before they count. I don't know.
And Hawaii, what time is Hawaii close? I don't have any Hawaiians. And Alaska,
Like 6 hours.
Hours from now.
Yeah, 6 hours from me, I think.
It's Hawaii.
Yeah, from
Really?
the West Coast. Yeah.
How many points are they worth? 4? Who cares?
Did y'all see that video?
Non-factor.
Which video?
Some Trump guys, some Trump people were up in New York. We're going to vote, and they're like, they didn't even ask me for my ID or nothing. And they were just like bitching. Or like, I go pull up the New York laws on voting. Like, you don't have to have an ID when you show up. When you registered, you showed your ID so you could vote.
Yeah, so that's true because I had to. Okay, so here's what happened to me. I had to show my ID. So because I was Eric Larson when I originally registered, I already showed my ID. So when I went to go vote, I was under Eric Larson. I'm like, well, this ain't gonna work. And then she's like, well, what's your identification say? I said, Sage. So she's like, well, you gotta re-register. So I had it. She's like, do you have your license and identification? I'm like, yeah, I do. I have my identification. So because when I registered, I showed my identification for me to get my registration card. So that's when I had to show mine too. What is this? So I had to show identification. Oh, this is Destiny. He's pulling. Right? Yeah, this is Destiny. He's pulling. So yes.
I just love how everybody bitches about the voter ID or the driver. Like, honestly, I think they should verify it when you get there.
Well, let me ask
Show them your fucking ID. Like, what's wrong with that?
Agent M, did you really voted, right?
Absolutely.
Did you have to show ID?
No. Oh well, I didn't vote in person, so.
Oh, that's right.
In Tennessee, I have to show ID.
But in California, it's illegal to force someone to show an ID, though.
Yeah. In Tennessee, did they hide your driver's license from you and ask you to cite your full legal name and your address?
No. Actually, here in California, they just make you show they ask you your address and stuff, and that's it. And then they have you in the voter pool.
JB, where did you vote? Prison? Did they do that to you?
That was North Carolina. He literally looked at my ID, looked at me, and I'm like, yeah, it's the same ugly mug on that license. Then he hid my license from me where I couldn't see it. He cupped it in his hand and was like, what's your full name? And I was like, Jason G. Williams. What's the G stand for? And I'm like,
what's your MC
all right,
number?
whatever. I told him. Then he was like, what's your address? And I'm like, I read it off to him. And you know what's the funny part is I had to practice with my wife what my address was before I fucking went in there. Because I don't even know my address.
You know what address you're using. I won't say here.
That's
but you
not
know
on
what
my
address.
driver's license, Adam.
This is why we should.
You know,
You're using fake addresses.
You know what? You can freight guard me.
I will. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I'm doing it now.
I'm doing it now. Good. All right. This is the crew I have. They don't even know their addresses.
He's got multiple.
Yeah, that's true.
He's hiding.
Witness
Hiding from the
protection.
government.
Witness protection. Hang on, let me see. There's the Joe Rogan
Oh my God.
thing. What?
I should turn on my camera and actually show you where I'm at. This would be hilarious.
No, it's not. Let me hang on one second.
Parking club.
He's up by 2% in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Arizona's still a dead heat, but and then he's up a little bit in Oregon. So not much in Oregon. That could go any direction, but it's looking like PA and Wisconsin are going to be in the Trump column. And that pretty much does it for us, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's get them, bro. Let's get them. We got another special guest coming up. Honey,
No, I'm not doing special guest time with you people.
Is that CNN?
What are they talking about?
Kamala Harris headquarters is reportedly silent. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Silent a good thing?
Well, why would they need to talk? Nothing's happened.
I'm just wondering. I don't know. That's a real question.
No, I don't know. I don't think they talk until anything happens. I don't know why they'd be. What is Trump screaming? What's Trump saying? Do we want to look what Trump is saying? I don't know if we want to.
I can 100% say I don't want to know what he's saying.
Yeah. Oh, Craig Fuller
Oh, it
is
says
posting.
celebrations begin at Trump headquarters.
Dude, Craig Fuller is literally posting the picture with him and fucking JD Vance.
Yeah, it says he's the new Department of Transportation, right?
That's what he's saying. First photo of the VP and future DOT secretary. You know what's funny?
Broker transparency will never be a thing if he is, though.
Yeah.
What a
Yes,
shame.
he will. He'll do it. Yes, he will. He'll 100% put it in play.
No, he won't.
Yeah, because if Trump wants it, he's going to do it. He's a leg humper.
Trump that's not even on Trump's radar.
Yeah,
he doesn't give a fuck about that.
According to Noah, it is.
Blaney
100%.
Anderson? Yeah, of course.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna freaking screenshot this because if he doesn't fucking win, I am gonna fucking throw this in fucking Fuller's face. Trump better win. Trump better win because it's gonna be the non-DOT secretary with the loser.
What will you do if he does win, though?
I'm gonna leave
You're
it.
gonna have something on the other side, right?
Do I have something on the other side?
Yeah, you're gonna have something on the other side of the bet. Not that you just don't do anything, right?
I get. Well, why would I do anything?
Why would you do it the other way?
Because listen, let me explain something to you. I'm a kind of a one-way guy. So once the situation goes and he loses, no,
I heard you swung both ways.
Well, it all depends. It all depends on the situation. It all depends on the situation.
Hey, I'm from California, man.
Yeah, and he's from California, so that's said, you know.
They used to call you two-way sage, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Only on the backside, though. You know what I'm saying?
Double king sage.
Only on the backside.
I was just tuning into Destiny to listen for a minute. They're trying to plot out every way that she has still to victory or whatever. I don't know. Waiting on some swing states still. It looks like she's doing really good in Wisconsin. Maybe not so well in Pennsylvania. If Pennsylvania goes, that's going to really, really limit her path. Because that would put him at 256, 267. If Pennsylvania goes, Pennsylvania is 19, right?
Oh, that number just went up, right? That right number just went up.
Pennsylvania is 19.
It's at 230 now. It was
Yeah.
lower before.
It depends on where you're looking. So some people got them listed at 246. Some people's got them listed at 230. Some people's got them listed at still at 210.
Some people probably got them listed at like 420.
420. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they. And if they're giving him 420, they're on 420. You know what I'm saying? Trump wins and he puts in these tariffs. I'm gonna be like, how's that rates now? How are your freight rates now, boys?
I'm gonna make a toaster company. If he wins, I'm creating a toaster company.
Create a toaster company. Toasters.com.
Bathtubs and toasters.
Yeah.
We got to work on your merchandise, Sage. We got to get you some T-shirts, bro. We need like a counter thrifty shirt. We need a toaster business. Sage has Outcast toasters.
You see how I'm abused? You see how you abuse me here? I'm literally being abused.
Counter thrifty, sir. I would get it.
I just want to have a T-shirt that has 120 psi on it. Like, come on, bro.
Okay.
Listen, there's sometimes that some of these guys have cases about tire pressures for like 5 hours. I swear to God, I'm like tire pressures for 5 hours.
I'll start working on the shirt tomorrow for Counter Thrifty.
You know, we got Counter Thrifty.
We got to come up with the image for what Counter Thrifty is.
I can give you images.
Put it into AI image generators.
Yeah.
You just got to take that shit and run with it because it's hilarious now.
Oh, God.
Don't let it hurt you, Sage. Turn it into a positive. Positive money maker.
I think it's funny now.
The Counter Thrifty Power Hour, and you can start a whole podcast.
I should. I might as well.
What? This guy, okay.
In March, but I've got it locked
Hey,
away.
at least I can make more positive money than Mike Boston's punk ass 80 cents, $1.25 a mile. You got to go steal freight.
So she's literally buying up you're shipping all your stuff to Japan. I see that so tariffs are going to crush you, right? Because you're shipping your stuff.
Yeah,
over
she's
there.
got every color. She's got more than I do of the merch. It's wild.
Jesus Christ. I don't know. I'm telling you, you're going to see a huge push before. In January, you're going to see, if you see tariffs, it's gonna fucking.
So, speaking of logistics and supplies,
yeah. Hang on, Josh. Go ahead.
Have I told you the story about how Mariah harassed the butterman to where he had to change his phone number?
I might have heard. Did you talk about this on a video? Because she literally,
a long time ago, she found this butter that they only sold at Sam's called Chef Chamois or Chef Shamey or something, cinnamon butter.
Yeah.
And she would buy it out at Sam's. Like she would buy like six. They had this tiny little cooler. It was just like almost like a promotional thing where you could try it.
Yeah.
And she would buy out the entire stack of cinnamon butter. And then she got to talking to the guy. It changed like 2 or 3 times because it was like a temp service that was hiring this guy.
Yeah.
And she got to talk to the guy, and she found out his schedule when he brought it to Sam's, and she would show up and buy even more of it. And then they stopped carrying it. But she remembered that she had talked to him before and had his phone number.
Oh,
so she starts harassing him and meeting him in like dark parking lots in the middle of the night to buy this honey cinnamon butter, to the point to where his wife got jealous and made him change his phone number. And that's the last time we ever saw the Butterman.
So we're in search for the Butterman. The Butterman's gone into Mariah witness protection. Oh,
yeah, it was like a drug deal. It was bad.
Jesus.
Chef Chamois butter.
Well, we got.
Yeah, I looked it up. It looks good.
Do you have it? You have contacts with it?
It's very good.
I can't disclose my contacts, but
listen, we have possibility of listen. Listen. I'm a freight broker. I can make this happen, right? I can.
If the money's right.
Yeah, if the money's right, we can make this happen. So
and tire pressure is good.
And the tire pressure is good. So if you're looking for this stuff, I might know a guy who knows a guy. You know what I mean?
Okay, so they did call North Carolina for Trump.
Did they call North Carolina for Trump?
I told you hours ago.
Well, he didn't believe you. You're from California.
Yeah. Some of them already have it called Trump.
So we're looking at PA, Georgia.
PA. She just got accredited for something.
Called for Trump.
I'm gonna have to start I'm gonna have to start screenshotting inflationary.
Start packing.
Well, yeah, well, I'm already close enough.
Yeah.
Because they're trash. We don't give a shit about Puerto Ricans at this point.
A lot of people voted for the other candidates too. Some large numbers there.
It's fair because we give them they handle our trash. They're in trash. You know all about the trash people.
They're a dumpster.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. So which one did RFK stay in? Was RFK still on the ballot? Because
He was on my ballot in California.
Was he?
Yeah.
He was on New Mexico ballot. I'm looking at it right now.
RFK, he was on Tennessee ballot as well.
Damn, Mexico's super close. Holy shit.
Because he was not in mine.
Damn.
What are you thinking now, Will? What are you thinking? Oh, he's ignoring me. I'm muted. He muted me.
Like I'm just looking at Arizona right now with 50% of the votes counted. 904 to 901 with 14,000
I'm just
other
letting you
candidates.
know right now, Adam. It's a go. The butter's a go. It's a go. Green light.
The butter look good.
We got a green light on the butter.
I can usually only French butter, but like that looked pretty good.
Yeah, I can see in the chat.
Wait,
I see in the chat. Green light on the butter. The
Is
green
my
light.
French butter going to be? Is my French butter going to be tariffed?
Well, probably. But
No.
do you have some context with this butter? What's the butter called again, Adam?
Chef Chamois.
Chef Chamois, it's a green. It's a green. Go green. Go green on the butter. I got approval. Let's go. Pallet. You can get a pallet of butter. We can make that happen. Will, can you take a pallet of butter? We can float that motherfucker down the water. I don't think he's listening.
There's cinnamon in it.
It's cinnamon in it, yeah.
Before you have to mix it yourself.
Yeah, and who wants to do that? You know what I'm saying? Mix in cinnamon with butter by yourself? Fuck that noise. I want pre-cinnamon butter. Oh, and honey. It makes it a little harder.
Yeah. I got the hookup, Josh. Back channels.
You got back channels for it? We are. Problem is why? Hang on, let me do something here. Where's our map?
Living in Puerto Rico.
He's got a whole data guy that he's got a guy in the back,
You know what I mean?
and they can do all kinds of shit on it.
Well, you can go to blank.
Can you make her win?
Hang on, 270 to
They
win.
have. I know you can go to like build your own map, but they've made their own program that they're doing it on, and they've got all the historical data, the outstanding votes still not counted, the way that those votes are probably leaning. They got a bunch of data over there.
Do they? Well, we're collecting a bunch of data on butter over here. We're working the butter aspect.
Okay. Thank God. Mariah's worried to death about it. She actually disputed my claim.
Yeah.
She doesn't know why he changed his number,
Mhm.
and she was getting dirty messages, like mean messages from his wife. So it could be any reason.
Well, it could be, but I can see in the chat that we're go green on the butter. I can see it in the chat. We're green lighted on the butter. So we've got some process.
Okay.
Can you take a pallet of butter? You got
at least how are we gonna get it up the road?
We can float it down the water. We can just float that motherfucker.
We're upstream unless
you're
you start
upstream?
over at 35 miles away in Poplar.
Well, what happened to the canoes? You still got any canoes? We can paddle that thing up there.
We got 2 kayaks.
That'll work. We get you a pallet of butter. So
or we could take it in one wheel at a time.
I got people over here talking about it. They're saying it's honey and cinnamon all mixed together by itself.
God.
What?
They do not sell it at Sam's anymore because Mariah was there too often.
Bro. Remember the Lisa lady? Remember the freelance writer?
Yeah.
She came in second.
Who won? Tigress?
No, Mitchell Mullen won.
Your state is screwed up. So
he got 195,000 votes. Lisa Carroll, the freelance writer, got 147. Tigers only got 103.
So he had somebody that was environmental water or something in South Carolina, and the girl this Tigress girl had a PhD and all this type of stuff, environmental degrees and all this other stuff, right? So we're like, she should win. Like, you should pick her. She lost. They picked the freaking vet that's got like what? He's got a bachelor's degree and not even a bachelor's, right?
He went engineering, and he was in the National Guard from the state of Washington.
From the state of Washington, rather than pick the person with the PhD who has all this training,
right?
Who's got EPA degrees.
My mayor in my town got reelected. The one that thinks that God told him that we're not allowed to have alcohol permits anymore.
That
was
one
reelected.
That one got reelected. That's good.
God
stuff.
told him in a dream to do everything that he can to remove alcohol from our town.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a leader.
I gotta read this from my wife. She goes, "Shake my head. More people voted for Puff Paint DG than the one with the degree."
Yeah. Dude, I could show you these pictures and you'd be like, "Oh my God, Darwin was right." And then some of these pictures, and I don't know, man.
I think I'm running in 2028.
Fuck it. Put me in.
At least if I have the money and the time, I'll at least run a document. I can't win because all this weird, crazy gamer shit I've said on the internet. But it would be fun to document all the
Bro,
steps.
how could you? Let me think this right. You don't think you can beat the guy that has the God dreams?
No, because we're in God Dream USA here. Okay, people support the God dreams.
Just say that
God. Just look. Do you believe in God?
Get our town sued for almost $1 million because his job, when an alcohol permit is permitted, his job is to talk to zoning and make sure it's not within like 500 feet of a church or school. Those are two laws around our beer permits. And that's his only job. After that, he hands it off to the tax board, and the tax board decides or has you pay your permit and then puts you in for one of our limited number of alcohol licenses. And if there's one available, it's first come, first serve, as long as you've passed this test that you're not near a school or a church. He said he knew that was the law. He said he knew he wasn't allowed to do it, but God told him to do everything within his power to stop alcohol in our town, and he would still hold the permit and refuse to turn it over to the tax board. And the lawyer was at the meeting and is like, "We can't do that. They're going to sue us. They're going to win." And he said, "God always makes a way." And then he banged the gavel and the meeting was over. And people cheered.
Okay. So we just have to swap some of your thought processes and we'll figure this out. We just need the story to get you through this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you gotta frame it a certain way.
Exactly. Absolutely. So listen, give us some time. We'll create the backstory. We'll start now. We'll do a couple miracles. I'll bring up a wheelchair. You'll cure me. Allow me to walk. I got stuff like this, and I'm like, "Oh, praise the Lord, I can walk."
What if for years people have been saying online that I have no legs, and they find out I got legs?
God, you were sleeping. You were sleeping in your wheelchair, right? You were sleeping in your wheelchair, and the legs grew back just so you could run
In a
for
God
office.
dream?
Just so you could run for office, because God wouldn't let you run for office without legs. How can anybody
Because
run
God
without
was
legs?
confused, and he thought I would actually be sprinting, like running for
Yes,
office.
God, God thought you.
Someone said that earlier, that the reason that Trump thinks that these countries in Mexico or whatever, South America, are sending their the people from insane asylums is because he heard the word asylum seeker and he doesn't know the difference. He thinks when they say they're asylum seekers that they were supposed to be in insane asylums.
They're seeking insane asylums. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, listen, we got this. Listen, we just gotta tweak some of your stories. All right, we just gotta tweak a little bit, like stuff like this. So I think what we do is God knew you couldn't listen. In Tennessee, he thought the race for mayor, you actually had to race and run. So he had to give you legs back from all those years of you not having legs, right? I mean, I think
there may be
Yeah.
some photos floating around of me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there with Iraqi children that are holding a sign that says PFC Bird killed my dad, fucked my mom, and stole my goat. And those photos may or may not be on my Facebook page.
Okay.
So those may come up.
Perfect. We already got an alibi. Those were trafficked children that you saved.
Yeah, those were trafficked
alibi.
that you were
Yeah,
taking
you rescued them
from parents that were not their real parents. Those were, what are those called, coyotes? And it wasn't the real dad. It was
Smugglers.
the coyote smuggler dads. The goat thing, I got to think about for a second. But
we'll work on that.
We'll
send you. We'll get some video of you at like goat yoga. Like we got it covered. Yeah,
we'll work on the goat thing.
So the kids are smiling and are giving thumbs up, and they all got a Jolly Rancher, but I don't know if that's enough to win it.
Perfect. So now we got to keep Jolly Ranchers on hand for you to pass out to the little kids.
Once I Photoshop the goat into the donkey from Shrek, you're good to go, right? I can Photoshop the goat out, and we'll Photoshop in Shrek's donkey, and you can say that you saved the donkey. You literally trucked in the kids out on donkeys, away from the coyotes, because you used your wheelchair at that time, and the donkey pulled your wheelchair, and you carried the kids out on the donkeys and your wheelchair away from the coyotes. Dude, this shit's easy.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I'll show up. You can lay hands on me. I'm like, oh, my diabetes is cleared. You know?
Yeah.
I'll eat a candy bar in front of everybody or some shit.
I can feel my A1C coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Listen, we can do a
right.
bunch of stuff, bro. We can do a bunch of stuff. This ain't hard. You're just thinking of it all wrong. It's all marketing. It's all marketing. That's all we got to do.
That's all it is.
That's right.
You just got to tell 50% lies about your campaign. They'll believe it. They're gullible. Okay, it's perfect.
I think
we had 3 different candidates that were running for a town that all 3 of them, their slogan was "Make Irwin Great Again." And then they all accused each other of stealing it from each other. I did it first.
Make Irwin great again. So we're gonna have to make her. So we got to work on that.
Mega instead of MAGA.
Yeah, mega. Yeah, we'll have to work on that. We'll work on mega. Make goats great again. Mega. We could still use the same thing. We just changed the great to goats. Make goats great again.
That's right.
They finally gave New Mexico to her, and I see Minnesota finally flipped a little bit.
Yeah. So what are we at? 192, 230. What? All right.
172, 230, 192, 230. Is that what you got?
Yeah, I got 192, 230.
Oh, you did say that just a minute ago.
Yeah. Walls. How does Walls not get his home state? Right? Am I nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they got it right now. They got 55% versus 42, with 47% of the votes.
Say why it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, say with your chest. Actually, don't. You'll get us kicked off of YouTube.
Matter of fact, hey Will, can you do me a favor? Can you start feeding the squirrels now? So 2028, we might have another option with this. If you can feed some
I've actually been at war with the squirrels for the last couple of years at the campground.
Not the snakes. The
I'm afraid they're going to team up with the snakes, and then there's going to be squirrels riding snakes.
Oh. Wait a minute.
So
let me think about
that could be bad for me.
No, it might not be bad for you. We might be able to work that into like the Pied Piper situation, because you guys do have that snake thing, right? So if we can get that to happen, can you play it? Do you have a pipe or saxophone or something? Anything we can use to kind of music them out of?
Sure. I got an ocarina.
Yeah. Well, you were singing a cappella with your son there, so I was just wondering if you were working on your do re mi fa sol la ti do.
That's a good video. That's a winner. Dude, the best video I got performing right now is that fucking time lapse of that guy in the excavator building the road or whatever.
Yeah.
That's had so many fucking comments on it. And you wouldn't believe all the people. It's like, whoa, he didn't use the right rocks or the right gravel. And just all kinds of stupid shit.
That's nuts. That's nuts when they do that
Yeah, for a temporary emergency road to get like for a road destroyed. Wild.
Because I got some Tennessee people here that we might be able to pull some stuff off. I got some Tennessee drivers. We might be able to spray paint some of your stuff on the side of the trailers. Vote for Bird.
Right.
Vote for Bird. Watch the legs grow back or something. Something to that effect.
A bird in the office is better than a bird in the bush.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's
exactly. That's I think that's what we go for. That's a possibility. I think we got this actually.
So if she gets Virginia and Minnesota, that should put her at 215, I think.
I'll be right
'Cause
back.
I don't know if they're counting the ones that are contested yet towards her or not. And then if you count Maine, that's 2, and New Hampshire's 4. That would be what, 221? And she's going to get Hawaii, 225. Puts her within 5 of Trump.
220 to win. The website 270 to win has her 226 to 230 right now. Where they gave her Virginia, they gave her Minnesota, Washington, Oregon, California, Colorado, and I think they gave her New Mexico already. 226, 230.
Because the AP showing 230 to 192. So 192 is still for Harris. So this is not counting.
So
because
they're
Hawaii will be 4.
the way they got it broke down is the one she's already got is 191. The ones that are leaning to her is plus another 35.
Yeah, okay. So she's gonna need one of these other states to get it, is she not?
Yeah, she needs a combination of states. So Pennsylvania would be nice, but Arizona, Nevada, what's that? 17.
Arizona's really close.
Wisconsin, maybe.
I might have a winner here.
Oh,
I might have one for you. Hang on. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh, did he mute me?
No, go.
Yeah.
All right. He said he muted me. I'll wait until he can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I know, I'm kidding. So here's what we got. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to run on a new policy. You're going to run for mayor, and we're going to run on a new policy that you're going to put tariffs on your neighboring cities so that you can lower your taxes, and you're just going to
and build a wall across the interstate.
And build a wall across the interstate, and you'll probably pull it off.
No, you tariff alcohol. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You know, the other guy probably lost because he owns a bar. The guy was running against him, Michael Baker. They were like, all the Christians come out and they're like, I don't know about you, but the Bible says alcohol's wrong. And he doesn't believe in sins the way we do and shit. Like that was the biggest gripe against the other guy I was running against.
We can get some Bibles made. We call them the Bird Bibles, and we can add alcohol into them and
get Lee Greenwood.
Have them made in China and ship them on over. That'll work, right?
Yeah, we have to pay 20% more though because of the tariffs.
Yeah, that's true too. But that's not a problem. We can make it happen. I'm serious, right? I got a whole crew here that we can make this happen.
Yeah, if you just listen to us, don't do like Trump. Don't have advisors you pay for, and then don't listen to them.
You know what'd be funny as hell is if we actually get them freaking elected.
It'd be hilarious.
By accident.
By accident, and then you basically use the office to stream from every night. You're using the mayor's office and streaming.
Yeah.
The whole thing. That's what you run on. You run on. Listen, here's what you're running on. See,
you run on transparency.
Run on transparency. Your entire mayor term, it will be streamed 24/7. Well, not sleeping. It will be streamed 24. They can see everything that happens in the office.
Vlog all day long.
That's what you do. That's what you do. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'll be the one to film you in the bathrooms. Don't worry.
Gotcha. I was looking for somebody to do that.
Yeah, I have some weird people.
Hey, everyone needs emotional support with the camera. You can do it. Squeeze harder.
Yeah.
No. All right. Fine. Screw y'all. Just trying to be helpful. Shit.
pissing, and I was like, "What am I squeezing?" But I guess you meant like you pinch it off.
Yeah, he's in the
Is that what we're
bathroom.
squeezing?
I mean, you're back to
Wait,
records.
you don't have trouble shitting sometimes?
We
Yeah,
don't.
but I guess I was thinking about pissing.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm not gonna hold it for you. I'm not gay.
Well,
Like,
we need to cure my freaking enlarged prostate so it doesn't take me.
I do have a question to ask. I ask this to all people. Do you wipe from the front, the side, or do you do the middle? No? Okay, sorry.
We've already had this debate in my house.
Yeah, this isn't a new debate for him. That's the funny part.
I'm dying over here. Sage is over there. Stop.
I know. I'm trying to knock it. It's just what I deal with sometimes. It's all right.
What?
Well,
he seems cool.
He is, and this is like I said. When this is usually when I'm the uncool one. That's what I've now become. I've become the space killer, so I like going into spaces and basically killing everybody else's space with facts.
There's nothing like coming back 4 hours later and you're still yelling at somebody about tariffs. I'm telling you.
I swear to God, I could yell all day about tariffs, you bastard. And now I'm going to experience these motherfuckers if he wins. Oh, she's at 205. I'm not exactly sure how this numbering system goes here.
There we go. So they finally gave her Virginia.
Oh, that's bad. Even if she gets Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota, that she's still only at 268.
She's at Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Yeah. Well,
You said Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, and Minnesota?
Yes.
Okay.
We're short. Do you think it's gonna? Could you imagine if it was 269, and had to go to the fucking?
Oh, can you imagine if it does get tied? Oh my God.
Well, let me hear. Did I talk to crazy? Yeah. Yeah, he is. You're the only Trump supporter. No. Two of you are the only Trump supporter. You and Jenny.
Yeah. Jesus, man, that's tight.
No, I'm not a Trump supporter. By far, not a Trump supporter.
She needs one of them. She needs Georgia, PA, Michigan, or Wisconsin.
Is Destiny still betting the money? What is the Destiny? What is?
Yeah, I'm fixing to check in. Hold on just a second.
All right. So I'm gonna check. Dodge. Where's it's Fox? There's Destiny. That's cold beer. What's Breaking Point saying? Let me pull down Breaking Points.
Single scrap of data out of Nevada. Absolutely crazy. Yeah.
What time have they
Where's
closed?
the other person at?
Like 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
No excuse.
10 p.m.
We're
Eastern. It's
missing
11.
someone here.
Nothing.
That's crazy.
All right.
You want to take a
So
few
they're already bitching about Nevada.
Questions.
can look in the.
Who is she? Is she the Democrat?
I
Yeah.
don't see.
Yeah,
And who?
of course.
All right.
Both of those. The ones on the left are the Republicans. The ones on the right are the Democrats.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I heard him. Of course. Of course. She's a woman.
Look, we just ignore Adam, okay?
Teefster, how much of the lockdown is because of COVID lockdown?
No, but we're missing somebody here though. There's another host. The best one.
This one?
Yes.
She's there. She's sitting beside Sagar.
No,
she's not.
She's not. She's
I don't
not.
think I buy that.
A little bit.
She's
but,
missing. She
I'm
went home for the day.
skeptical of that.
No, I think it's
See?
Democrats.
Oh,
went
she
home.
already left then. She was
There's
there
no point
earlier.
even watching this anymore.
Yeah, she went home. She went home for the day. I feel like Coach.
She might have a longer drive.
Yeah, hopefully to California.
Jesus.
What is going on here? What is happening here? Oh, for the love of God. What is going on here? What is actually? Let me pull up him. Is he not live? Or what is he doing? Is he on break?
Closing is going to take us some time. How's everyone doing? If you guys want to double tap that
Roping tape. I genuinely think it would make people even more likely to vote for them. People like rapists, they like fascists, they like racists. That's what they like.
Well, then our strategy, should we lose this,
That
is
guy's
double.
a Democrat, you can tell.
We have to will out the worst fucking person I can possibly think of. He's got experience. Really a dick.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Michigan, Wisconsin.
I think it's a Democrat right there.
Yeah,
Really,
this one right here.
He's doing all right in Arizona, but I think the thing is, like, I think that's the deflating thing, is we had a chance to shut the door on this chapter, and half of America, and it's not even half, but a lot of faith in America to do that.
Will, can you hear me? No. Okay.
Hate is a powerful thing.
Well, what Democrats know
Joseph
now
appreciated
is.
No, we didn't in this election.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. Joseph appreciated.
Yeah, I would say what we know now is the next Democrat. They're gonna no more running on joy, right? As great as that is, and as positive, no more running on it. You gotta be ruthless. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, play dirty.
True.
Yeah, I wish the
Those
things
people's wives
Harris would have done better. I wish the thing, like, if I could go back and change one thing, her response on the economy was not good, right? Like, it just wasn't a good one. It wasn't prepped well.
These are like conceding speeches, though, right? That this guy's saying right now.
Yeah, he sounded like they're,
Yeah, I mean, not even that.
they're
Just
gonna
like how
lose.
she approached it was always like, oh, hey, well, you know, he ended a shit economy, and that's just like not. I mean, if you're gonna play the bipartisan role, like, look, we went through a global pandemic. You know, play the more moderate one.
Like, in no means by over, is it?
And we have a plan to fix it. He doesn't, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's over.
I mean, some of the margins are looking very good towards Trump.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at my Monte Carlo simulations here, and they're definitely leaning. Let's see, 99.64% to Trump.
Yeah, her positive thing right now is that she is outperforming Biden. So what's weird, and this is kind of what like a lot of people expected to happen, is that Donald Trump would take the Sun Belt, right? And he might actually like some of these suburbs in the Sun Belt. But Kamala Harris actually outperforms Joe Biden in the suburbs in the Midwest, and we're starting to see that she's outperforming Biden in the Pennsylvania, in the Philadelphia, the Detroit, and the Milwaukee suburbs. She's outperforming in all those. And also in like the dense population centers, she's kind of trying to run up those numbers too. That's what's I know.
What's going on my
that's
map,
what they're
guys?
on, and there's a good
What
trend
are you
for that.
doing to me?
That's what's going to win her the election, if as long as those numbers hold. So yeah.
I mean, maybe Michigan she could catch, but I don't know. Because like even if you go to Arizona and look at Arizona, the other candidates that they voted was 14,726 votes. Their margin is only what 6,000 votes roughly between Donald and Kamala. Like,
it's close, yeah.
And that's only 50% of the votes right now.
She's catching him on this right here.
What, PA?
No, on Drudge is showing. AP has not called any races for this election. Oh, motherfucker!
You blocked.
Great. Now they block.
You're rescreening their shit.
They don't block me for that. Go to geographic. What is going on?
You're blocked.
I'm not blocked.
I asked them to block you.
For the love of God, I get blocked a lot, but they didn't block me.
He put out the bird call.
He put out the bird. So I'm listening to this.
I think they're calling Hawaii.
What's his face?
So apparently, we wrote a message from the Harris campaign that said that it's going as they expected.
Harry Simpson.
3 areas that are still left, but won't have anything in those till the morning.
Yeah. So the entire election,
Like who?
these 3 states. Whoever wins, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, is
Literally
going to
who are you watching?
No, not who. My DOODE.
So it looks like the polls were right.
What are you doing
So
with the
polls were-
flashlight?
It said that this was going to be a very
What
tight
is
election.
going on here?
And so yeah, she's going to need those 3. So we'll see.
What are you doing? Is that your one wheel
A
headlight?
one wheel mounted magnetic mount flashlight so I can ride back into the campground tonight.
Hey, is the cop still looking to pull you over in the one wheel? Because I know he used to try to pull you over in the car.
I think where I changed vehicles or he changed shifts or something. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know. That kind of, that was weird. I also complained to the chief of police about it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I like know him. So when I see him, I talk to him like every time I see him. And I was like, what the fuck is up with this? Like, they follow me home probably twice a fucking week, all the way. They pulled me over. And when he pulled me over twice in 1 month.
Yeah.
And the second time he's like, he did the same thing. He's like, oh, I didn't realize you're that guy that does the podcast. That's what he said the first time and the second time. and it was within a week of pulling me over in the same vehicle, same tag, same plate, same everything. Like, obviously he knew where I was. He was like gaslighting me, like it was an accident.
Maybe if you guys didn't sell all that alcohol in your county, you wouldn't have this issue with your cops. What does he know you don't have legs?
I don't know. He never shines a light in there that deep.
That's the problem. You should. Well, maybe that's good or bad, but either way,
I need to get some handicap tags.
You should get some handicap tags. Absolutely.
Dude, I got to get my VA disability shit in. I need some fucking lay statements and shit and get that stuff submitted before Project 2025 gets that shit taken away.
Jesus Christ, yeah. I'm covering what's his Doodley or whatever his name is.
Because of Georgia, North
Mr. Doody.
Although,
yeah,
it should be really well noted that the independent pollsters got it right. They got it right.
Duties.
Really well noted. 538. The independent pollsters got it right. Who's got it right? Can you, I don't know who's inviting. I don't know who's inviting people, but
it was me.
So if that holds true. If they got the Midwest right, Mayor should win. But it's just a.
He's almost conceding.
Yeah, he's definitely on the podium right now, conceding.
Yeah, he's up there.
He's saying everything that they did wrong right now.
Yeah,
and like, which is it's not over.
No, you still got PA, and I don't know when PA counts.
Some of the places are within like 5,000 votes too, and
they're close.
Some places are calling for Trump, and they're within 5,000 votes. That's not much.
Yeah, and it's like low percentage voting, so it's like there's a lot of leeway there, right? Like before you start opening the champagne bottles or the other bottles, like you got a lot of time.
I opened my bottled water already early. That could have been bad.
They've been open.
So we're gonna have Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania are gonna be our problem states that where the fraud's gonna take place, and then the lawsuits are gonna take place in if he wins, right? Is that what we're thinking?
I think that either way, right? If he loses or wins, I think there's going to definitely be some pushback from everyone, right?
I think we should
these close votes, but like a lot of these are really close.
I need to know how if we're having all this immigration problem and everybody's going into Texas and all the illegals are voting. Why isn't Texas blue?
What about New Mexico though? New Mexico's blue. Did they just take the second part of the name?
Yeah, I think what we said is they just New Mexico. We just moved everybody up into New Mexico.
Yeah, it's same Mexico, right?
Yeah, as long as you said Mexico, they just thought New Mexico was Mexico. It's probably where we moved them all. What's Destiny saying?
He's saying he lost money.
He's watching his wife dance with another guy.
Oh my god, that was so fucking cringe, and you can just see his eyes like looking behind him the whole time.
For the love of God.
Oh, that's what happens when you're a cuck, so.
Let's see what he's saying.
Very clearly.
Yeah, nothing.
Can't Venmo or
So
Cash App
Jaden,
Carbon? Okay, I'll send it to him.
when she wins,
Carbon, I owe you
when she
$25
wins,
from Pamela.
Jaden, what will Trump's concession speech sound like?
This was batshit cuckoo bananas insane.
Hey, Tuna.
Okay, they stole it from me.
Frankly,
we did win this election. Okay,
Frankly, we
if you
did
count
win
all
this.
the votes, if you round it up,
if you
just subtract the states that she won, we win. Okay, and it's tremendous.
Pamela, thank you for the 20. Jaina.
That's hilarious.
That is pretty funny, though. That is pretty funny.
You're talking about the Harris camp. How are they feeling?
So I think what they were banking on, obviously they wanted to like expand the map, but I think what they were banking on, given like the polls and everything, was literally just a blue wall. So she is, yeah, it's gonna be tight in Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. So yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. That's what they're expecting to win those three. And I mean, it looks like Donald Trump's like his vote is dried out in the rural. He's at 95% in pretty much all these places, right? But she's actually outperforming Joe Biden in those suburbs surrounding the big cities like Milwaukee, Detroit, and Philadelphia. She's outperforming Biden, and it's a consistent thing in the Midwest. So that's what they're banking on.
How's Wisconsin?
It's the exact same thing with Pennsylvania and Michigan. They're all within, right now, they're all within 3 or 4 points of each other. So it's the same thing. Right now, Donald Trump's up in all of them because they counted 95% of
Breaking.
all these
Stanton
rural
Mayor
votes.
Paige
And now,
Cohetti comes out on behalf of
24,
all the
48 hours, it's about getting all those ballots in from those cities and those cities that surround those suburbs that surround the cities. That's going to close that gap to less than 1%. And from there, it's just going to swing either way. We don't know. So.
Yeah, I mean, if the polls are right, and they have been thus far.
Yeah. So the Midwest, Nevada,
yeah,
are going to be the closest states of this election, but definitely the Midwest. Those are going to be the closest states. So we are going to be biting our nails for this. I think all of these are going to come within 10 to 15, maybe 20,000 votes at the most. Nobody's going to. I know you said 80,000 votes. That's not happening. I don't think she's going to win by 80,000 votes. I don't think she's even going to win by 50. Donald Trump's also not going to win by 80,000 votes or 50. Like all 3 of those states are going to be within 10 to 15. That's where the numbers are going.
Yeah.
So it comes down to turnout. That's it.
Well, Tuna, appreciated. Thank you. Did Harris reach enough voters? Shocking, really. No turnout whatsoever. For no canvassing efforts whatsoever for Trump. I really think, if you want me to be honest, I really think that like the virality of just incessant hate on the internet is moving people. I really think that's what it is. Just the virality of incessant hate. You know,
I think the lies that Trump put out there, the nonstop lies that Trump put out there, even my doctor, the nonstop not understanding, not wanting to understand lies that were put out there swung a lot of these votes. The straight out lies.
My toaster company is going in shambles right now. I'm going to make a toaster company.
A toaster, bro?
I'm a toaster broker, bro.
Brave Little Toaster. That was my favorite movie as a kid.
Who was your favorite character? Blanky?
That's what we should do. That we should use the Brave Little Toaster logo.
This is just.
And Sage could tell us why this won't work. No, they can't get this because China makes this, and it's not going to work because they're going to have to pay too many tariffs on the electrical cord on this.
Can you pull up a picture of the Brave Little Toaster?
I swear to God, I'm gonna ban all you people from this show. You're gonna stop talking about toasters. I'm gonna kick you one at a time. It's gonna be like walking the.
Come on, pull up the Brave Little Toaster, bro.
I don't even know what the.
He knows what it is. He's acting like you don't. He knows what it is.
You remember the scene where they're in the parts store and he's looks like he's murdering them all? That was so terrifying as a kid.
Can you see my screen, Will?
Yeah, it's like cutting wires and oil's flying everywhere. Dude, I was like, yeah, poor toaster.
Oh, you guys, let me type in the toaster. Will, let me know when you come back.
Yeah, Brave Little
Sage
Toaster.
and Will wearing the same hat and like the same like little get up.
It's not. His is dark. He's dark, mega.
No, but like what? You know what I mean.
Look, stop talking. Get that Brave Little Toaster pulled up.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Make your fans happy. We're watching your show.
I'm not watching this.
We've been here for a long time.
I have been here for a long time.
No, we. Not
I
you.
have.
We.
I have for a long time. I have been here for a real long time.
We got to pull up the horrible murder scene.
I'm not watching a horrible murder scene of Toaster. You guys are all about murder.
Action.
Yeah, come on.
They're the 5 spunkiest little characters you've ever met.
You never seen this?
For years, you've been waiting.
No.
Oh, you see? Is it him?
And
You're too old for this.
That's right.
Oh my god! Look at that. That was Sage as a little boy.
We're not gonna.
But now their waiting is over.
You know what I'll do is I'll make a meme from me right there as the Toaster.
This is before your time.
Join a break.
Before my time or after?
You know now.
I'm in 76, so this is not before. I would have been 11.
This is too young for you.
Dude,
to know.
I was 2
This
years
is like
old.
TikTok to you.
A magical journey
I'm with
through a world of mystery,
light. Light.
fantasy, laughter, and adventure.
Yeah, The Brave Little Toaster is one of the best movies of all time.
There you go.
There it is, right there.
Yeah, like let's bring up like the Munsters or Flintstones for him. Maybe he'll recognize it.
Figured out how to work the mic.
Gilligan's Island.
A lot of little creatures, a few odd contraptions,
But I can't open up.
What's up, man?
some devices that are simply
remarkable.
Yeah. They're 5 plucky appliances determined to find their master no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what.
Join an inquisitive radio.
What does that mean?
So you guys understand that if I'm the Toaster, one of you is going to be the vacuum cleaner, the radio, the light. You understand this, right?
Yeah, JB will be the vacuum because he sucks.
God damn it. Adam was quick to get that one out.
We got people crying already over here.
Why is that? What happened?
Like, you see my screen? This guy's a huge TikTok political guy,
Yeah.
Luke Beasley.
Yeah.
And he's fucking balling.
Is he really?
Look at his eye. Look at him. You can't see all that?
Oh, the guy on the left?
Yeah, hang
Put
on.
him up. Full screen him.
Give me a minute. What channel is that? He's on Luke? Okay, you're on Luke.
Wait, is that a Democrat crying?
Yes.
Yeah. He's a huge he's got 1 million subscribers here, but he's even bigger on TikTok.
I thought we had him crying over the Brave Little Toaster. I was so excited. We're like warming the hearts of America.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's not cramming over the toaster. Hey, you ready for this, Will? I use this all the time. Not all the time, but this is my whole crew knows this. Ready?
Imagine you didn't have breakfast this morning. How would that make you feel? I can't comprehend it.
Yeah, I literally, like, when I start to question people and stuff, they're like, ask him the question. Ask him the question. Go ahead and ask him the question. I'm like, fine.
Imagine I did have breakfast this morning.
Didn't have
I never eat breakfast in the morning.
Exactly. That's exactly what they say. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to ask you a question. And I play that. And they're like, I never eat breakfast. Exactly. I got to go.
Yeah, you can't engage in a hypothetical.
I got to go.
The best part's when they don't answer, and we're like, you can't have a conversation with his ass. He can't answer a question.
That's perfect.
Oh, yeah, because I saved that one. What was my other one I saved?
Oh my god, the lady, you're just an asshole or some shit.
Oh yeah, because this was from
That's my
this
favorite.
I told her I got this one.
Imagine.
No, not that one. I got what is it, this one?
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, that's Destiny.
Okay, gotcha. Source is my crack pipe.
Exactly. What's this
In the intelligence community, this is what we call a clue.
Let's rhyme bet. Let's see. I got a plane landing because everybody wants to land their plane. Everybody's like, I'll land my plane here. I'm like, oh, shut up. Where is the fucking crazy lady? What did I list her as?
What do I have to do to make people fucking listen to me?
Oh, here it is.
Let me just say it. You're a piece of shit. Sorry, you just are.
That was from a Destiny thing that she yelled at Destiny about the Jill Stein thing or whatever.
Oh yeah, I got you.
I like that Peaky Blinders one.
Yeah.
Of happiness? If I got to a million?
No. If
Kamala loses the election. Are you being sarcastic?
Yeah, I just don't like you. I don't like you saying that.
But listen, the point is, no matter what your motivation is, click that like and subscribe on both our channels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he's not gonna do it well. He doesn't look
so
like he's
sensitive over just the thought of her losing.
Where are we at
he's
now?
crying.
Where's
Somebody's mad at me and said they were fighting back tears because I saw a comment that says, where are people getting these numbers from? Like the election numbers. And I said their imagination. And now they're in other groups posting they were fighting back tears because I made that comment. Like Jesus, how about wearing your heart on your sleeve?
who what group are they in?
They're in a different Telegram group, I guess.
Oh, well, that's the
here was the
problem.
comment. It says, I commented those numbers in Will's chat when someone asked where I got those numbers. Will said, she said her imagination, but I said, they're getting it from their imagination. I was so hurt by that because I've never said a bad word about him when others did. What the fuck? Somebody's hurt.
I don't know. All right, so we're at 210, 230, and I don't know who we're. And what did you say? Alaska goes red?
Alaska usually goes red.
And then Hawaii goes blue, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hawaii very blue.
All right. I don't think they're going to pull it off tonight. Let me see something here. And what's Destiny saying? Is he still losing his mind over there? What are their computers
He's
saying?
plotting every possible way for Harris victory. Wait, Destiny is funny to watch, but he doesn't really care. Like, he's going to get a tax break, right? He makes millions of dollars streaming. He's going to get a tax break if Trump comes in, and that's really the only thing that'll affect him. I mean, he does care, like, politically, but it's not going to affect him like it affects a lot of, like, working class people and shit.
True. Well, not much does.
Right back over that, Sage? Because it was
What?
telling you what the states that they need to get there.
Yeah, let me blow this up. So it looks like Alaska, Arizona, Georgia, Maine, Minnesota, Nebraska.
One was New Hampshire. What does it say on Trump's side?
It says Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Hampshire. It says, and I can't get the damn thing to open up the map. I don't know if everybody and their brother's looking at it, and they can't handle the fucking.
I had to refresh it a couple times on my phone to get it to come up.
Yeah. So I'm still running decent on my fucking. But I've been running all day. This is fucking horrendous.
Ooh. Pennsylvania got a lot closer, I think.
Well, why can't I pull mine up? God damn it! For the love of God, let me try going up and let me try opening it up in Google.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are looking now.
Well, they're no. I guess they're not watching the toaster, the brave little toaster.
PA is 3 million to. Ooh, just changed it again.
Yeah, I can't pull it
3
up.
million 77 to 29. Oh, yeah. Getting a little closer there. Georgia's getting a little closer.
Trump's going to win the popular vote too.
I don't know. Is that what it's saying?
What it's looking like?
I think that's what my chat is saying.
Yeah, right now he's at what, 62 million?
62 to 58 million.
Yeah, this
How
math
did
is
that-
weak.
Isn't that less people voting than? Oh well, we don't know.
Well, I haven't counted them all, but yeah, it was 81 million last year, I think.
I can't. I don't know why I can't get this map to show up.
I mean, mine keeps glitching and shutting off. Michigan's super close. I'm just surprised at how many people voted for other candidates.
Hunter, who
I mean,
did you
even
vote for? Hunter,
I was gonna say,
where's Hunter? Hunter, turn your microphone on. Who'd you vote for?
Hunter Biden.
Yeah, I got Hunter Biden in here.
Who did I vote for?
Yeah.
I voted for America.
No. Which president?
that means Donald Trump.
No.
Which
Isn't that crazy that I say I voted for America and JB says I voted for Donald Trump?
No, I'm asking.
Whoa.
Hey, Hunter, can I ask you a question, Hunter? You ready? Here's your question.
Absolutely.
Imagine you didn't have breakfast this morning. How would that make you feel?
Imagine you didn't have breakfast this morning, Hunter. How would that make you feel?
I didn't have breakfast this morning.
Are you fucker? I'm booting you right now.
Get him the fuck out of here.
He's on intermittent fasting, though. Well, intermittent fasting. You guys
get him out of here. God
I booted
damn
him.
it.
I booted him. I fucking booted him. He's gone. He's gone. Be gone, Hunter. God damn it.
I never
we just
had
talked
breakfast.
about this. I can't win.
Oh, that was crazy in real time.
I know.
They're exposing themselves.
I know. I told you. This is what I work with. For the love of God. And they wonder why I don't give them transparency.
I voted for America. Yeah, Donald Trump. We get it, bud. Who'd you vote for, America? That's not the goddamn question.
Ask you a question, Hunter. Imagine, and I just press play, and then they're like, "I didn't have breakfast."
That was a pre-setup from the. He failed the first question. He definitely failed the test the second time.
That's paid actor. Bring him back in.
That's
Bring
good.
him back
Paid
in.
actor.
Come back in. I can't. It's
not
not.
a paid
Bring him
actor.
back in.
It's not like he's got to come back in. He's gonna come
No,
back. In.
he's asking to be brought back in. Bring him back in. He was probably giving you content.
Well, then tell him to go in. How do I get him back
Content.
in? Hang on. Let me find him.
Okay, in order for him to come back in, he needs to answer what is his favorite breakfast food.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me grab him.
Bring him back in. Come on.
You give me a second, for the love of God. I gotta find him.
It's been like a lot of seconds now.
Do you know what the problem is? Oh, I didn't. Where do I find him? I gotta go into my thing.
You're slow on the mouse and keyboard.
Because I'm a fucking broken. I don't even know where I fucking find him, to be honest.
See, look at.
All right, so I have
Boomer.
Just
Yeah. He's like look he's looking close at the screen like that's gonna help him.
I'm gonna
Yeah. How do I do this? How do I click this name? Who is this?
Name. Where'd he go?
He thinks if he looks closer at the screen, it's
They,
gonna happen.
they just said the Republicans win U.S. Senate majority.
A B C D E F G H I J. Yeah, he's not in there. He's not under H.
I'll just send him a link.
I'll bring
How
him
about
in.
that?
Come on.
Link.
He's
Bring him
in.
back.
Give him a fair shot.
I swear to God.
We gave him
lunch.
two. We
You
took
gave
the
him
test
breakfast
twice and failed.
You gave him
How many more
breakfast.
chances
Give
you
him
need?
lunch. Come on.
Give him lunch. I can't. I'm trying to-
Imagine you didn't have lunch this afternoon. Can you do a
I did have
breakfast? Can
lunch.
you do a lunch and dinner version of that?
All right, let me grab him.
Dinner's worse though, right?
All right, let me grab
You gotta
him.
have dinner.
It can be.
I'm gonna add. Look at that. I just added him as a friend.
I'm getting irritated by this AP poll being crashed.
All right.
It's fine for me.
Well,
Bring him in.
no one cares about the election in California.
You're in some fucking truck parking club bullshit. Wi-Fi.
I am. Y'all want to see this bullshit I'm parked up?
Yeah. Is there a security guard there?
No, there's not.
I'm gonna report it.
I didn't block him. Where'd he go?
You removed him, dude.
I kicked him. I did not block him.
If I was admin, I would bring him in.
Oh, there he is, right there. You got him.
Bring him in. Come on.
He's coming in. He's in right now.
He's in.
Right,
Okay.
He's in
I
right
hope
now.
he heard me advocate for him.
Children, for the love of God, he's in.
Hey, Sage,
Yeah.
why the fuck did you kick me out right after I said I didn't eat breakfast?
You
banned me from the server. How the fuck you gonna ban me from the server immediately after I say I didn't eat breakfast?
Hey, Hunter, I got to ask you another question. You ready?
Go ahead, ask him.
Imagine if you didn't have lunch this afternoon. How would that make you feel?
It would make me feel like I didn't have lunch. I don't know. What should it make me feel like there, bud?
You know,
Should make you feel like America. That's what it should make you feel like.
Why is that, JB? Let me ask you, why is that?
Why you got an attitude, bro?
He
I don't
doesn't
have an attitude. I'm just asking a question back to your question. Like, what?
I don't think he has an attitude.
The question.
Hey, Adam, shut up.
I swear to God.
I don't have an attitude. I'm asking questions just as you're asking questions.
I swear's my chopstick. Okay, listen. The purpose of the question is to see if you can answer a hypothetical question. Because when we asked you who you voted for, you said America. Well, America wasn't on the ballot, right? A president.
Whether it was Sage Outcast or fucking James Dean, you know, fuck.
Neither of them were on the ballot.
Taylor Swift wasn't, and I voted for her.
Game. If you voted for somebody and you had to use the name of the person you voted for, first and last, government name, what was that name you chose on the ballot?
Oh, gladly Donald J. Trump.
Oh,
proudly.
Now my question is, why did you vote for him?
Oh, thank you for the round of applause. Because he's the better candidate. What do you mean?
Why? Why is he the better candidate?
Because he is. He's absolutely the better candidate. He's saving us from fucking thousands and thousands of illegal immigrants coming in. He's saving us from this fucking bullshit economy. He's saving us from fucking inflation going through the fucking roof. I don't want to pay $8 for 12 eggs. You want to pay $12 for 12 eggs? It doesn't fucking matter, buddy. Like, what are you talking about? What's the conversation going on?
If eggs are that expensive, you can't even have breakfast.
Yeah, you shouldn't have breakfast, and that's why you should say I didn't have breakfast. Anyways, that was a good answer. So how is he saving us? So here's the question. How is he saving you from, let's just use inflation.
Okay.
How is he saving you from inflation?
Better than what's going on right now, pal.
How? What's the policy?
How is Kamala going to save us from inflation?
I want you just to stay focused. You're trying to sell me Donald Trump. Okay.
I don't have to say Donald Trump, man. This is a fucking free country. I can vote for who I want to vote for. You can vote for who you want to vote for, and that's fucking it, pal. Like, I see you, Sage. I see you. I know your game, brother. I know.
Adam, this is your fault, Adam. You wanted them back.
Listen,
I
know.
I wanted him
Hey, turn me into a
I just love his
Democrat right
face.
now.
He's just like,
Turn
what
me
the
into a
fuck is
Democrat.
going
You
on?
turned JB into a Democrat. Turn me into a Democrat.
Oh,
Let me
tell us how you really feel.
Are you in favor of tariffs? I'm just asking a quick question.
I'm not lying. Am I in favor of tariffs in what regard?
Well, Donald Trump wants to put global tariffs on all countries bringing in products. Are you in favor of tariffs? Do you want tariffs?
What countries are we talking about here? Because it depends.
All. He said
Are we
all.
talking about China? Are we talking about
All countries. ALL.
All countries. All. ALL.
Is China
talking about China? Absolutely.
Okay.
Is China a country? Or are we disputing that it's a
China
country?
is not all the countries.
Okay, what about China?
No.
Country?
Oh man, like this matters because fuck, we look back in COVID times, man. Fucking China was taking the China, who owns a majority of the steamship lines, was taking fucking empty containers, empty booking those, and sending them back to China, where the U.S. could not export, and fucking tenfolding
Why
import
would
costs.
Why
no
would
fucking reason.
Why did they do that, Hunter?
Because
That was-
fucking COVID. Because they took advantage of our weak system at the moment.
That wasn't COVID. That was a tariff retaliation because of steel.
Then tell me why the fucking a container of dairy products from China to the United States was once $1,500, but now it's and it was $25,000 for
Because
one
of-
single fucking container.
Because of the
And then you're trying to send a container back, and you can't fucking. And then you can't book a container, and then you can't book a fucking container out of the United States as an export because China was empty booking. They were ghost booking their own fucking containers and putting us in a pinhole.
This is normally what happens. They ask you a question.
All of that happened under Trump. Every bit of it.